In 2023, I reached out to more than 10,000 people on my personal LinkedIn account, but also on the LinkedIn account of my partner and of my employees. And in this video, I'll talk about what happened, one, and two, the lessons that I drew from it, so you don't have to do the 10,000 reach outs before coming to the same conclusions.
Yes!
So without further ado, let's dive on in. All right, first and foremost, I think it's important to talk about why I've done the 10,000 reach outs in the first place. And the reason is simple, it's because I wanted more clients. I basically built a new startup which is doing LinkedIn acquisition for others as well as myself. And I wanted to test the first client to be me. Because previous to 2023, I've had a client that I did LinkedIn reach outs for as well. And then later on, I tested for myself in 2022 and it worked. And I thought, hey, does this really work on scale? Now on the screen here, you can see data of my personal account. What you see is a funnel in a tool called Doxu, if you have no idea what that is. Basically, you see here the number of people enrolled, 11,000. Number of people invited, 9,442, and number of people accepted, that's 35%, which is 3,338. Follow-ups not that interesting. The follow-ups is more about how much people after that got a follow-up message from me, which is partially automated, partially not, and I had 50% of people respond to me. So I had 1,614 conversations. As a business owner, if you are a business owner, you don't really care about conversations. They just take up your time, right? Let me show you a different sheet that I've built to show you how much appointments I got from this. So on the screen now, you see the totals of all of the reach outs that I've done and the results that I've gotten from that. 2024 is also in the totals. But let's focus on the 2023 part. It is in Dutch, but let me explain how it works. So the part where it says kennismakingen, it's basically appointments. So I had in 2023 105 appointments that are in my CRM. There were more, but I have not from the beginning tracked the way I track now. So the only way that I can backtrack is to go through my agenda week by week to see all of the appointments. So that's not ideal. I have made 30 offers and got 12 clients last year from these 10,000 invitations that I've sent, which basically means that 1% of all of the people that I invite, they become a client. So for every 100 reach outs, I get a client, something around that. And now you might think, wow, that's a lot of people that you need to reach out to get one client. And I would say yes, but the thing is, I used automation partly to do those reach outs. So I have not done one-to-one reach outs to LinkedIn for every new person myself. So I would say what I did, I had reached out to these people on LinkedIn, went to chat with the ones that actually responded to me at first and find out who would like to do a meeting. And then from that meeting, try to sell them my service. And also at the beginning, I didn't have the offer that I have now. It's been fine-tuned for over 9 months since I've been working on it since March. And now it's really good and people really like it. So it's a good product market fit for the people that are interested. I also have a lot less appointments now because the appointments that I have are all of great quality. At first I was like, hey, do you want to do an appointment with me? And they were like, oh, sure. But they didn't know what I was going to sell them, or if that is even a sales meeting to begin with. So there has been a lot of changes over the years, and which brings me into the 5 lessons, the biggest lessons that I've drawn from doing 10,000 reach out for myself, but also doing reach outs for my clients. So let's dive on in. So rather than telling you what the tips are, I'd rather tell you in the way that I made mistakes. So I'm going to tell you 5 things that I did wrong that if I've done it over, I would have had a lot more results in 2023. And then we can flip them, and then we will know what to do. First mistake is to sell to everyone, like all of the entrepreneurs in my case. And that's how I started. Like, oh, I think entrepreneurs, freelancers could be a good fit. And they were not. So selling to find out who your target market is. I tried to do this. I did, however, discover that while I was doing it, I was finding my niche more and more. Next mistake. First thing you should do, if you want to mess it up, you have to not create follow-up tasks in the CRM. So do not do that. Be sure to only check the unread messages on LinkedIn and go from there, because you will forget about a lot of leads, because 3,300 people is a lot to manage. You cannot remember all of that in your mind. You have to use a system. Also, a thing you want to do if you want to mess up, it's track manually. It takes a buttload of time and you will forget about it. It will not go it won't be really correct, and it's not scalable. So that's number 3. And number 4 is sending automated messages only. People really love automated messages. I hope you know I'm being sarcastic. So people recognize more and more that things are automated, but there are smart ways to do it so that you can get people to connect with you automatically, but there you take over and send personalized messages. At the beginning, I did 100% automated, and it gave me appointments, but it gave me the appointments that messed up my time, so that they were not useful at all. Also, I think the biggest one is if you're doing cold reach outs, to have a commodity and weak offer. That's a really great way to mess it up. I knew that from the start, so I have been making iterations, and I came to the conclusion that yes, when you have a really great offer that fits the market better and is more unique, something that the market misses, that's when things start to get interesting. To summarize the biggest lessons: sell to a niche. Make sure you know a lot about that niche, which will make you more unique. Do create follow-up tasks for every interesting and qualified lead. Try to track it automatically. Make sure you find out how and you know what you need to track. Now, I've showed you the statistic that I track in this video, so if you want to copy and paste those, be my guest. Number 4, do a mix of automation and personalization, and you want to do the personalization in the beginning as much as possible because you want to build rapport. And then number 5, have a great offer that's a great product market fit, and do not stop tweaking. And that was it for this video. That was in summary what happened with the 10,000 reach outs. There is more to tell about that, and I will also tell more about like the 5 tips, because they are kind of shallow. They are what to do, but not exactly how to do them. So if you follow my channel, I will talk more about these things. So thanks for watching. If you're still here, you get a cookie. I don't know how I'm going to send it to you, but thanks, and see you in the next one.